Ralph, this is your, we think it's April 3rd or 4th, 2016. Like I said before we started recording, this is a pretty good setup. Lower back is relatively straight, and you've got a pretty good spine angle. It's not, I like the spine angle. The arms are hanging, so this is actually quite a good setup. You got some flex in the knees, and you just need a little. Okay, so here's the takeaway. Oops. Let me use your swing. Oh, by the way, you're on the left. Okay.
Thank you
so, this takeaway is pretty good. See how the toe of the club is up, and it overlaps your hands.
Okay.
Right there, just as this guy does. So that you guys use it in a similar position. It's a slight problem because the butt of the club is now here, and it started here. So you got a little bit of his hands away, which sets a little chain off, and we'll get back to that. But the good news is you're all in plane. See how the plane line is a line parallel to one of these green lines, and the idea is to keep the shaft on the plane line the entire swing. So this is perfect, right? So it's parallel to this. It's perfectly on plane. Now it's getting a little steep.
Now we're outside of plane.
Right, exactly. But just slightly. And you're coming back here. Now, and then this is like, if you could shut off the swing here, you'd be a lot better off.
Okay.
See where the shaft is? But then you go like this. This is like your 4th, 5th, 6th glass of wine. Nothing good can happen from here to there. Now, here's where the problem lies. Now watch this guy. See, he's all on plane. He gets it back here. He's still on plane at the top.
Right.
Now here's the critical thing that stands out to me is, see this flying elbow? He's got an elbow that's 90 degrees or close to 90. You've got it like 20 degrees. It screws everything up, Ralph, boy. Everything. If nothing else, you have to get that elbow down to your side to come through impact. Like, this is the way it goes. So, with your elbow up like this, it's got to go up almost 2 feet because you got to eventually get it to here.
Right.
So what happens is you come through like this, and then your body starts turning. You're playing catch up and never gets it.
Yeah.
Now watch what happens to your club hitcher. So as you come down, let's track the butt of your club. Well, see, here, I'll capture this picture. And what you do is print it out and put it on your mirror and just pose to look like this instead of this. This is gonna make you famous by next Friday.
Well, that's a good thing.
Seriously. Okay, so I'll capture this for you. Let's see. Top. 4, 16. I'll capture that and give it to you. Okay, so now when you from this position, you just can't possibly be consistent, and I'll show you why. So see how the club is basically over his shoulder. Your club is over your head.
Right.
So you're gonna have some problems. Now, the good news is the butt of the club's going at the ball now, and it's reasonably on plane. See how the club is pointing at the ball? But your hands are out here above the plane. And look at his hands. Then let's see.
I'm way outside this.
Yeah. And now you're also too steep. See how the shaft goes here. Now look at when his left arm is parallel to the ground. See where his hands are?
Yeah.
They're back on the plane line. Yours is out here.
Yeah.
Now from here.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been coming here, Steve, because
right.
Absolutely.
So now with that flying elbow, look, that elbow is not even close to your side. Now look where the club head is. It's flying out here. That blur. See that blur?
Yeah.
Look where it should be. So as you come down, the club head is trailing your hand and gets to this point and gets back to that's the position we started with, right?
Mm-hmm.
The shaft is on the toe line, the toe is up. You've got this thing outside your hands instead of here.
Uh-huh.
And then you fly too. Now, what that means, Ralph, is that, well, first of all, you got this flying elbow.
Mm-hmm.
If you come down, you're going to be too steep. Now, and then the shaft's out here. Now, if I take that elbow and put it where it should be, look what it does to the shaft. So if I'm up like this, I come down, but look, this is where the elbow should be. Look where the shaft is. That fixes the problem. So you just go here to here. You got here like this. Now the problem with the club being outside here. See, you really want the club to get here. It's coming from the inside back inside, kind of on this red line.
Okay.
Your club is coming this way. You're outside here. So as you come across, it's a glancing blow. You're only in the hitting area for maybe a half an inch.
I'm losing a lot. They couldn't create distance loss.
Oh, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
So you're out here. Now you're blasting it this way. It's going to be a pull also fast. Now you're a good athlete. You go. This is if you got the right hip action going in here, you'd be here, but then you'd be going clearing. Where's the ball going to go? It's going to go left and more left. It's going to hook in the neighbor's yard.
Yeah.
So over time, you've got, oh shit, I'm pulling it, and then you kind of saw off the follow through, and you try to slice it back to the fairway.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you have an open club face. Because if you close up the club face like you wanted, bam, it's going to go, left of that fluorescent. Mm-hmm. So the whole thing is started from here, and you start down in here, and then you got this thing going, and then leave the club face. So that's the nature of your inconsistency. Mm-hmm. And so then, well, all this extra, this is all extra movement that you don't need. Like you don't need this thing out here. All you need is this pulls under here nicely and it comes back.
Is there like some kind of a little?
Yes, I got it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now watch his action of the elbow. See, his elbow is now you want to air out the armpit, but you want that forearm pointed straight down. And then look how far his elbow has to go. It goes as he starts down. Bam! It's right on his side.
Yeah.
Look at yours. Do you ever get there? See, it's still flying.
Sure.
Still flying. And because it's flying, you got this thing across the line. There. Yeah, now, given that, look what your head's doing. Your head's got some vertical movement here. That crosshair is where you started. So you come up, and as you start down, you dive into it. Look where your ear is now. It's down 6 inches.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you drop this axis of rotation 6 inches, where do you think it's going to hit the ground? Behind the
ball.
Yeah, you're going to hit the ground.
Yeah.
Now, again, you're a good athlete. You're down like this. You go, oh shit, I'm going to put a fork in it. So then what you do is you jump out of the way trying to save it. Because hitting the ground hurts.
Mm-hmm.
So this action, lower body-wise, given where the club is actually quite good. See how your hip doesn't come too far away from the back wall? Mm-hmm. That's a good component of your swing. But you can't take advantage of it because the club is in such a weak position. Yeah. So through the ball, this is a pretty strong move. You got a chicken wing, but that's just because you haven't cleared the hips, and you haven't cleared your hips because you don't want it. That friggin' thing's going to go way left. So, right? So your hips kind of get here, and if you did a big league turn from this position, it's going to go over here. In reality, you want to get here. Now you can get the hip out of the way. Then there's no chip in the way. Make sense? Hips in the way. So, let's.
Well, that makes so much sense because not only am I doing the pull routine and
you're pulling because the hula hoop's going this way.
Totally. Yeah.
Okay, so let me quickly go from this dimension. This is more about weight shift and timing and turn. Body-wise, that's a pretty good turn. See how you got your shoulders getting behind the ball? But then coming down, watch your nose dive straight down. Coming in steep, so you can tell even from this angle.
Yeah.
Then there's really no lower body. So you hang on. See that? Okay. That's the chicken wing. Now look at this guy.
I fall into that. So easy.
Well, but when I turn the video off, I'll explain why you do. Okay, so this is what this guy looks like at the top. See, you and I can't get there, but we can get here. That's all we need.
Okay.
See, you got this part and this part, but what you don't have is there's no lower body. See how he pushes off? Then he comes through and gets to this position. You know how you had that little crooked arm thing going on? Yeah. Look at the difference. You can't look like him because your hip's in the way. You know, our body works this way, right? So if the hip doesn't move at all, our arms go like this. So the hip clears out of the way, we can get to there. But look, my hips don't clear. Just physically, that's how the system works. So your mission is to, we covered a lot of stuff, but the only thing we want to work on is getting you to a better position at the top. We want to get away from that, and you want to make you look like that. And you have a picture of it. I'll give it a picture to you. And you also have this video.